25th of June, Winnipeg, Thunder Bay. We made an early start from the hotel, hoping to complete 2 legs today. At 0800 hours, Bill and Tony got airborne into good weather with the possibility of small amounts of cloud along the route. Just after takeoff, Bill experienced total radio failure and set his transponder to code 7600, the standard code to indicate radio failure, relaying the problem to ATC. This was probably the first case of a Chipmunk ever being in a position to indicate such a failure. Tony assumed the lead, but after only 30 minutes into the trip, was forced to return as low cloud covered the hills and could not be avoided. After landing, investigation revealed a loose joint in the radio equipment, which Dave soon rectified. Much later in the day, Tony led Bill to Thunder Bay when the weather improved. The route, over very desolate and bleak countryside, was made more difficult by having to avoid severe thunderstorms along the way. Again, the GPS worked wonderfully, and there was never any danger of being unsure of position over this featureless landscape. The sortie was probably extended by 30 minutes because of the zigzag track flown to keep clear of the hail and rain. Surface winds at Thunder Bay are affected by high mountains and Lake Superior in close proximity to the airfield. On arrival, the wind direction given by ATC appeared at least 90 degrees different to the smoke plume from a nearby factory chimney. When this was mentioned to the controller, his only comment was, "It's always like that." The surface wind was gusting to 30 knots, with up to 20 knots across the runway, which was beyond our normal Chipmunk operating limit. With no alternative available, we just had to land. Tony landed first without problem, but Bill suddenly found himself 20 foot in the air with nothing on the clock, just at round out when caught by a strong gust. Happily, all went well, a huge burst of power saving the day. The Chipmunks were directed to the lee of a hangar and tied down to huge pre-positioned concrete blocks. They are well prepared for strong, unpredictable winds at Thunder Bay and plan accordingly. As was the practice throughout the whole of North America, the handling agent, Esso in this case, provided a magnificent minibus for the evening, with the proviso that we returned it in one piece the following morning before departure. With pressure mounting to reach Downsview, we had intended to continue beyond Thunder Bay, but the strength of the wind prevented any thoughts of further flight. Overall, we had experienced another long, frustrating day, only completing 1 leg in the hard struggle against the weather. John Dale is also champing at the bit as he learns of our slow progress, which is hampering his attempts to organise a formal arrival home ceremony at Downsview.